Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. My name is Sleepy, and this is Sleepy Plays. Today we are in Star Citizen, and we're going to take a look at not the Carrack that you see on there, but the Polaris. Polaris is now in the PTU or in the test version. If you look down below, test version, early access test build. This is the only place that we can take a look at the Polaris. She will be in game supposedly somewhere around Thanksgiving. Now, for those of you who are astute viewers, you're going to recognize this is not the Polaris. This is the Carrack. The reason I put the Carrack in there is because I did bring the Polaris in, and she looked small. And I have never been into the large hangars before, so I kind of wanted to bring something else in for kind of a size example, because most players know how big the Carrack. They've been on Carracks, and they understand that it is a very big ship. It's not a capital ship, but it is a very large ship. So just so we could get a size comparison of the Polaris to the Carrack, I set the Carrack on the ramp to start with. Now, we're going to go on over here, and we're going to try to hopefully bring in the Polaris.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
There she is. Let's see if we can get her.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
So she says she's coming, but we're going to have to put up the Polaris. The Carrack is already gone. That was quick. I wasn't expecting it to be gone that quick. There she is down there going down. For those of you who haven't been into the extra large hangars, this is also going to give you a good look at the size of these monsters. If you look right over here, I did bring up a Scorpius and parked it on the side. I don't know if I'll try to, there she goes closing. I don't know if I'll try to land the Scorpius in the hangar or not. I haven't played much in the last few months, but I did want to take a good look at this Polaris. I did bring it in earlier, take a tour around it, try to get familiar with it, just so I wouldn't look like a total doofus, trying to figure out how to open doors and where everything was. So, but now this does take a minute for them to switch around, but this should be coming up pretty soon. Take a look at the hangar. This is a huge hangar. I've actually never been into the hangars until today. And I was just amazed at the size of this when I started spawning ships in. And it's hard to tell the size of it until you do spawn ships in. Hard to get a fathom. Oh, here we go. Drum roll, please. Let's not fall off the sides. And we'll take a look at the Polaris. I did do a video on the last event outside of the Polaris, so I'm not going to cover a whole lot of the outside. We want to take a look at the inside. There she sits. And she doesn't look as large in this hangar as she looked at the event. At the event, she looked absolutely huge. In this hangar, she kind of looks a little small. So, come on up. And there she is. Now you can kind of give a comparison on size compared to the Carrack for those of you who played in game and have been on the Carrack and haven't been on the Polaris. Now from what I'm kind of seeing when I walked around it before, the Polaris is kind of divided into two levels. You have the bottom level, and we'll start from the front here on the bottom level. You have the size 6 guns. Then right behind the size 6 guns, you're going to have the torpedo bays. Then you keep going back from the torpedo base. In the center of the ship is where you're going to have the cargo area. And then once you go back behind the cargo area, you're going to have the bottom half of the engine bay. Now, that's in the very back. Now, if you go up one level from the very back, you'll get to the top level of the engine bay. And as you come forward in the ship from the engine bay, you get to the hangar area, and we'll tour all this. And from the hangar bay, then you're going to get into the habitation area. That'll be where the kitchen is, the mess hall, and all the habitation areas. And then you go forward from the habitation area as when you start to get into the bridge area, which has all of your evac, your little escape pods, the back side of your bridge, and then the front side of your bridge where the captains and all the chairs and all the control is. And for those of you who are familiar with the Carrack, we know the Carrack has 3 levels. It seems kind of funny this only has 2 levels, but it's such a big hangar bay that it takes up that whole center portion of the ship. And then it tapers down in the front, and that's why you only have 2 levels. So yes, this is a big ship, and this is a big hangar. Now, there are multiple ways to enter. There's a drop elevator from the front here, and then from the cargo bay, there's 2 ramps on each side to come out that we'll show as we get to the hangar bay. But we're going to start here at the front, if I can figure out how to get in it. And we're going to go up, and then we'll start kind of at the front gun and work our way back. If I can find the little button to hit here. There's a little button here. This is kind of strange. And remember, this is a work in progress, so you're going to have to remember now it should appear on the floor. It didn't appear on the floor. Let's go hit it again. See if I can, elevator. There we go. Now we get a call elevator button that appears on the floor. Now hopefully we can press this and the elevator will start coming down. It did take me a couple tries to get this before, but we're going to try it again. Elevator, come here, elevator. You can do it. Yeah, I already pressed that. Here she comes. Now, I don't know how these open up. I have yet to see them open up, but I know I can walk right through it. Now, we don't want to go to the bridge. We want to start off in the lower deck. So we're going to go onto here, and we're going to go to the cargo bay, hopefully, with any luck. Remember, this is the PTU, and this is a work in progress. And even though the ship will be in game, it still has work that's got to be done on it. So she's not totally complete. And as we go up to the elevator, this should be the front, the forward lower level. If it opens. Open sesame. Had this issue before. I don't want to go to the bridge. I want to go to the, God, I hate this windy thing, cargo bay. Let me through. Damn it. Well, excuse my language. Another thing about when you're looking back, you can't tell when it opens. Are you going to open and let me in? There we go. We're in. Now, this should be the lower level, center line of the ship. If you go forward up here, you have, this is the front where the torpedoes launch out of. And this right here, I believe is the torpedo control. And this will, whoever's controlling your torpedoes, this will be his station down here. And then forward of the torpedo control, we'll come up, open sesame. These are just relays or fuses, however you want to call it. And you go up to the very front, and this is where you'll access the size 6 Scatlings, our ballistic guns. And as we drop down, this is the big guns, the lower front target. So, and what we'll need to do is figure out how to turn these guns on. Power on. Power on. Power on. There we go.
Welcome to
And you're not going to have a upward angle, but you'll be able to shoot straight ahead and shoot down. These are ballistic cannons, I think. And they even do work in a hangar, which is really strange. So, seem to have a good range of movement. We'll look back, see. Now, you're not going to be able to shoot straight back either, so whoever's piloting the ship is going to have to understand the angles of their guns. And these should be used against large ships or even capital ships, but I'm not sure how much damage they would do to a capital ship. But something like a Hammerhead or another Polaris or something like that, they'd probably be effective against. See if I can remember how to get out of here. There we go. That's the very front of the lower level. Then we'll start working our way back. Back in through just this little neck area. And we'll go into torpedo control. Now I'm not sure if both of these will be active for torpedo control. This one doesn't seem to be working, so it looks like this one will be your torpedo station to launch your torpedoes. You will not be able to the best of my understanding, launch torpedoes from the bridge. You will have to have a torpedo control officer down here assigned to it. Now, remembering that, anything I say in this video could be wrong, because I don't know everything, and anything that I say in this video that is right, Star Citizen could change it any time they want. Back into the elevator room, and then we go out into the torpedo loading bay. Now this is where the torpedoes are loaded up, and they're in a circular rack here, and as they get used up they spin around and load more, and you have 4 torpedo launchers here, and I think you have, what were they, 16 or 24, and I'm not sure how many torpedoes it comes standard with, but this is where they'll be, all the standard torpedoes will be loaded up. So that's the torpedo loading bay. I've turned back around there. You'll see this is the cargo bay. Now it said initially 50 SCU. That looks much larger than 50 SCU to me, but it can also be used for vehicles. Now right here, if this is where it's at, now you have an elevator. And I believe this elevator is designed for loading torpedoes out of the cargo bay up into here. But it's not working. Why are you not working? Okay, let's try to go downstairs and see if it works. Here we have a fire extinguisher. Put out the fire, George! Let's try this one. Can't get through that side. Maybe they should turn this around. Okay, let's turn you onto the torpedo bay and see if you work. Do you even work? Well, I've seen it work in other people's videos. Doesn't work in my video. Oh well. Can't get it to work. But I'm pretty sure this is where you'll load the torpedoes up, raise them up to that level, and then use a tractor beam to load them into their rotaries. Looking back at the cargo bay here now, these cargo bays, both sides will open up, and they will extend out with a very, 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 very large ramp. Oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, that's just more of those whack-a-mole fuses. I'm not real excited about the engineering gameplay as of yet. Alright, let's open you up. And while that one's opening up, we'll burst over to the other side and we'll open this side up. So yes, we can do a drive-through. Now, as you'll see, that side's already opening. And we'll take this side and watch this side open. And we'll actually walk down there and follow it down. I'm not going to jump off the edge, it'll probably kill me. And although humorous, I don't think it would do the video any good. There we go. Now see, it is a really wide ramp. It's designed for vehicles as well as cargo to go up, or even cargo carrying vehicles. So, and then you can load it from either side. You can even use it as a racetrack to drive through and race through, I guess. But quite a large cargo bay, quite nice cargo bay. I still look at this and say this is only 50. I look at the back of the MSR where it holds like 110 or something like that. And I look at the drop down of the Taurus and I say, I think this might hold more than 50, but I also think I'll wait for uh, more official announcements. Now, as we head on back here from the cargo bay, I don't know what we're going to find. What are you? Oh, they have ladders. Yeah, they have ladders to go up. You don't have to use elevators. There's a ladder on each side that'll go up into the hangar bay is what's above us. And they also have these cargo elevators where you can put one SCU things of cargo and take them up here so you can put them on your ships and load your ships. And this will probably be used if you're flying fighters, different ships, and you need to put more ammunition or anything on them like that. You can bring cargo up to your hangar bay. Or if you just have smaller craft carrying cargo out of here. Alright, let's head on back to the beginnings of the engine room. Now, I haven't really explored the engine room greatly, so there's probably a lot of stuff I don't know about back here. But anyway, this is the front. This looks like power management is what I'm assuming, because the engines are all mounted on the outside. But I'm assuming this is where they get their power and maybe their FTL drive from. They do have some kind of, looks like a liquid in the bottom, like maybe a cooling fluid. I'm not sure I understand the physics behind that. Considering we do have G-forces, and these are spaceships that will roll, it kind of makes me wonder how come that cooling fluid doesn't get sloshed all around the room, but what do I know? Okay, we'll take a look around here, and as we go around, there's access stations on both sides here to where you can do your maintenance work. You'll have monitors on the top, and you'll notice there's three access stations. Oh no, dos, tres. Three access stations that you can access these engines, power plants, FTL drives, whatever they are, from right here to be able to do your engineering play work. As we head on back, now this will go all the way around, and I think both sides are exactly alike. You have a ladder here which goes down. I did take this ladder down earlier, but there's nothing down there. Oops, never mind. I might take it down again. I ain't going to go down there. There's nothing down there. There's nothing to do down there. It says railing right here that you can't go past, and then walling right here. There's not even any components down there. So I don't understand the purpose of this yet, unless that's part of engineering that comes in later in the game. I do have cool graphics. I do like the way these fans put their light inside. I have issues with Star Citizen lighting. I think they make everything a bit too dark. Like even the interior of this ship, I think it's too dark. I can see it being dark for under combat modes, but as for regular flight, there should be a lot wider light in here. Personal opinion anyway. Like regular maintenance. There's the back of the engines or the power plants or whatever they are. And we'll go up here and look, and I'm going to guess this is some kind of a reactor core down there in the bottom. That's what it seems to be. I don't have any clarification. I don't know of anything in the lore that tells us what that is, but it's there. And if you continue to go around the side here, you'll notice that this is all the same as the other side. And I've got your monitoring stations here and your engineering stations here. I don't know how much engineering gameplay will actually be part of the game. We'll just have to wait and see till it gets in, and I'm sure it'll be an evolving process. And as we go into the back of the engine, these are, I believe, components go in here. They don't open, so outside of just a corridor back here to the elevator. So we'll call the elevator, and we're at the very back of the ship. This is as far back as you can go. And we'll go up to the engineering. Would be, I think, where we need to go. We're going up to engineering now. This should be your, I'm guessing, your engineering control spot. Notice it looks down over the power and everything. It's the little mirror and everything. I mean, the little mirror, the little glass and everything. Your control panel's up here. But I'm assuming this is engineering control. Now, you can take the elevator up one more level, and we're probably just going to take the stairs around up one more level. We are in the back of the ship, and you can go up here, and you have component engineering terminals, and these should be component storage of some type. I don't know what's in them. They look like they open up, but they don't seem to yet. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. I do know, though, in the very back here, you have your gravity generator, and this is where your gravity's supposedly created, and then you have more components back here. I don't know what these components are, so don't ask me. That's a Tarsus. That's maybe the quantum drive? I don't know. I'd have to find out what these are. I don't know what a Tarsus is, because I've never had a capital ship before, so your guess is as good as mine. And then as we come back to the front of the second level of engineering, we'll go upstairs here, and we'll get into this corridor. Now, this corridor. Now, this corridor right here will run all the way around the outside of the hangar deck. It is closed off from the hangar deck, and I'm assuming that's for safety purposes. But we'll take the whole little trip around it first before we go into the hangar deck. And this should open up. And it does. Now the hangar is to our left. This should be the outside of the ship to our right. But there is a room up here. This is why I'm doing this. This, I believe, is the brig. Yep, this is the brig. You've got two cells in the brig. And we can take a look at one of them. There's no reason to go through both of them. But we'll take a look at one of the cells, if we can get in it. Open. Thank you. No, that's not that. That's storage. Oh, it's over. No, how do I get in here? We don't know how to get in. I guess I can't. Right there. There we go. It's on the outside. That'll open up. And then you have a bed. It looks like you just have a wall and ventilation on this side. Over here, you're going to have a little restroom, and then you have a little sink for your little prisoners. There's two prisoner cells. I'm not sure why there's a desk here. I don't know that you really need to have somebody down here monitoring them. Maybe that will be part of gameplay. I have no comment on that. Not a job I would want. And there's your second cell. Now the hangar is to our left, but we're going to make the whole outside loop around to the hangar to the other side. Come on, open up. Thank you. And over here you have more escape pods. And this will be for your hangar crews or for your cell crews. And this, I believe, is going to be the that's going to be a turret. Yep, turret access. Those are your quad size 3 turret access, which I actually wish they were size 4, but they're not. And this will be going around the other side of the hangar. Now, on each side here, you're also going to have docking ports. You have one on the port side and one on the starboard side. We're on starboard right now, so we can just go ahead and open this up and take a look. And this will be your docking collar, where you pull up the space stations and you want to use the docking collar, or hopefully at some time other ships, and we can dock them together. There's your docking collar, your docking ring. And we'll head back upstairs. Da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-dum. And now we're going around the forward side of the hangar bay. That'll take you into the hangar. I guess I don't know where that takes you to. Oh, it's the stairwell entrance. Okay. And this should take you into the living quarters. We're going to go all the way back. We'll come back and we'll go back through here. There's another, I imagine it's another stairwell. Another docking collar on this side. We'll have more escape pods. That's the size 3 side turrets. And then more escape pods. And you can tell from all the hallways we're using to walk around how big the, oh, that's open for the hangar. Let's go here first. This is going to be the med bay, if I remember correctly. Yes. And here we have another reception desk for medical, which I'm not sure why. And then on each side over here, we're going to have two, and I don't quote me on this, I believe these are size 2 med beds. There'll be 2 on this side, 2 rear, aft, and 2 forward. And the door that I can't walk through because it's glass. And there'll also be 2 of these forward. So you'll have 4 size 2 med beds to the best of my ability, my knowledge at this time. Now let's go to where we've been waiting to see, and that is the hangar. Quite large hangar, the largest hangar in the game so far. The Idris's hangar should be bigger, and of course the big carrier it'll be a lot bigger. But this should fit any fighter in the game. Like I said, I did pull a Scorpius out. We may try to land a Scorpius in here. I don't know if I will or not. I'm not the world's greatest pilot. And I need to figure out how to open this. No, I can't open it with a fire extinguisher. Where do we open you at? Is it back here in the back? Ah, it's right here. I think there's 2 ways to open it, one on each side. And let's press that down. And this should open the top. Now, it's not the fastest opening hangar door in the world, but it actually shouldn't be because it is a very large, very heavy door. It's a capital ship. That'll give you a kind of an idea of the size of the hangar, and really just whatever configuration that you can get to fit, you can fly in here. You can bring in here, 8 small stub-nosed fighters. You could bring in here a combination. You could bring in here a smaller little cargo runabout and snub fighters. It's just really up to whatever you decide you want in here. The limiting factor is probably going to be height. So you're going to have stuff like the Cutlass Black that actually may fit in here. I don't know. I haven't tried it. But what's going to be the problem there is it's not going to close with the Cutlass Black. It sits way too high. So we can go over here and open this door, which leads back to the brig. And you notice you have a straight pass through here, then from the brig all the way across the hangar, all the way over to the other side will be the medical bay. And then we did talk earlier about the cargo lifts that are over here. And now we can play with them. I didn't want to play with them before because I didn't want to bring anybody up. But you can call your cargo lift. Ta-da! You can load it up with cargo down below. There is a tractor beam down below. These I hope will drop down. Yeah, they will. And then we can go back down to the cargo bay. This is where you can put your cargo to bring it up here to put it on your ships or unload it and bring it down. Now right up here you'll see there is a tractor beam that'll be used for loading or unloading this cargo. It may also be used for taking like torpedoes out of here and putting them on the torpedo lift on the other side. And it's controlled from over here. I knew it was somewhere. But yeah, this should be the tractor beam. Yep, there the tractor beam station is. Now we'll head back upstairs to the hangar. That is I believe that is the ladder to go up in case you've lost power. And you have to be able to get around the ship using the ladder. And that is the hangar. Now if you go through the hangar here, hoping this will automatically open, we'll get into more of the living spaces. Now what you're going to find over here to the right, that door there will take you up and through the quarters, the crew quarters. You do have a larger center hallway because the crew quarter hallway is pretty small. But you have a larger center hallway here so you can actually go around crew. The funky shape of these hallways make it a little interesting on the walking side. But you can open this up and go into the galley. Now I like the galley actually. I wish they had put a little more detail into it. Yes, I'm moving my seat around. But I do like these little sunken areas right here that can be used as a communal area. I kind of do wish they had put more detail into this mess right here. I mean, it's just gray. It's just very flat, very gray. I'm sure when a morphologist takes a look at this ship, he probably will not like this. It's just too plain. It needs some stainless steel. It needs some more stuff. You know, I'm not an interior designer, so I can't really tell you. I can just tell you stuff I like. Now this one, you've got another sunken area here that actually has the video access there, and I like that. Just for atmosphere. I'm not sure you will ever use it. What is through here? Let's be nosy. I don't even know what's through here. Oh, that's just back out to the corridor. Okay. So it is back out to the corridor on the other side. Now on the other side over here, we'll take the back entrance into the living quarters. And you can go out to the hallway or out to back here for the living quarters, but you'll open them up. And the rooms are nice. If they'll open, they're nice. Nope. There we go, bunks. Instead of having one big old long bunk room, they've got like individual rooms for two people, bunk beds. You've got a seat here, and you go into the back. Open. Maybe. Is my server dying? Why did we do that? I didn't do that. Let me in. Doesn't want to let me in. Let's try opening. Maybe you're not a restroom. I'm not sure what you are. Oh, I thought they had restrooms in these. What are you? Ah, you're the restroom. See, I'm trying to open the wall. See how well that worked out, don't we? Yeah, there's your toilet facilities here. You've got a sink. You've got, I don't know what that's supposed to be. And you should have a shower toilet over here, to the best of my understanding. Here, we'll hit F. See, yep, there's your toilet. I'm assuming there's some kind of shower up there. And you can close the door and have privacy. Excuse me. Then you go over here and you have another room there, the same. Or they're close to the same. I'm not sure if the bathrooms are different. Yeah, this one has the camera in it. That doesn't seem to be working for me. So I'm assuming that my server's about to die. Welcome to the PTU. I've been in here for 3 hours because I've been goofing off, so I don't know what that's a view of. Wow. Wasn't that weird? I'm not even going to ask. So, and we'll go out of here. And these are your rooms. Make sure I'm heading the right direction. Nope. I'm going to have to go forward. There's rooms all along here until you get up here, and then you go to the left to get out. But I think there is a... No, it's not here. These are all bunks. This whole room is just bunk rooms. And then you come out here, and you go back out into your hallway. And right back across there is the mess hall. Now, here's what I was thinking about. This room right here does not open. It says, wait a minute, maybe it does open. What are you? Oh, that's gun turrets. That's right, that's more gun turrets. You got gun turrets on both sides here. See, I'm learning my way around. It's this one that does not open. It's got the X. I do believe this is going to be the captain's quarters, or potentially either the captain's and the first officer's quarters, or the pilot's quarters, or however you want to call it, or however you want to define it. But it's still a work in progress on this one. And you got more fuses. And as we go forward, up here's where your main elevator, this is where the access we took initially in came up. We got off at the floor below, but you can come all the way up here, and this is where you'll come out. And I like the placement of this. This is your armory and your suit locker. Still store all your suits, and it's big. You've got room for enough for everybody here. You'll notice you got what? 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, no, 9 suit lockers. You've got gun racks all the way over here. There's enough here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Plus, over here, you've got room for at least 2 rail guns, 1 on each side, and you've got room for 2 more SMGs or something like that. So, but lots of room in here for your weapons and for your armor, and it's well placed right here by the elevator. And if we can get out of here, it's well placed right here by the elevator, and it's also a good choke point to protect the bridge in case somebody tries to board you. So basically everything to get into the bridge, everything's going to have to come through this point right here, and this is your defensive point. So we'll keep on heading. Now this is for your escape pods for your bridge crew. And it seems like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Plus a fire extinguisher. You can take it with you if you want. And this will be the bridge. Back of the bridge, this is going to be, I believe, mostly components. If I can figure out how to open them up. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, this one's empty. Somebody on another video mentioned this may be for batteries. I don't know. And then you'll have component storage over here. And I don't know what's back here either. This looks like computers. So this is like blades and servers. And then we'll keep walking. This will be a kind of your navigation globe. It'll be a hollow view, like if you're in a battle. You can pull this up and you can get your 3D tactical display of what's going on. For anybody who watched the Squadron 42 video, this is kind of what this is supposed to represent. It'll be smaller, though, I believe, than the one in Squadron 42, because they were on Idris. But it should give you a decent enough tactical view of what's around you. And as we go forward, then you drop down into the bridge. Now, the bridge has seating for 5. Starting in the back here. This is kind of a useless area. I don't know if you're supposed to stand here and monitor stuff or whatever. It's not a job I'd want. But both of these seats, this seat over here and this seat over here, I believe, operate remote turrets. So you can sit in here and you can operate 2 of the top front remote turrets, I do believe, which are side 3 guns. Well, let's see if we can I get into this? Yes. And we'll just see where they take us. That's me in. They should take us up. If I can figure out how to work it. Alright, that's the inner remote turret. There it is. God, that was quick. Yeah, now you see we're in this remote turret, and this is... It is where? I think it's top front, I think. Unless those are engines, and then it's top back. I'll tell you what we'll do. We will just do that forward and try to see if we can figure out where we... No, we can't. I'm not sure where that turret is, to be honest with you. Let's get in the other one and see where it takes me to. That may be for the missile turret in the back. There is a missile turret in the back of this, which is original to Star Citizen, having a player-occupied missile turret. And there's also 4 or 6 point defense turrets, which are automated. Let's see where this one takes me to. Enter remote turret. I don't think that worked. Why did you kick me out? Let me sit. Alright, here we go. Enter remote turret. Okay, don't enter remote turret then. I don't want exit, I want power on.
Welcome to Robert Base Industries.
Oh,
Enjoy
wow.
the ride. System check.
I don't know what all this is. Showing you all your guns and everything. Target status. Scanning. Configuration. Communications. Power. Oh, this is pretty cool. You can control a lot of stuff from right here. see if it'll let me. Ah, this is one of the back lower guns. So both of these are the back guns. I get you. So this is the back lower gun, and the other one is the back top missile turret. Okay. We are learning. I like this display though. It gives you more to do than just sit here and wait for a bite. So that's pretty cool. Now this is the captain's chair, and as far as I understand, the captain really doesn't do anything but sit here, to the best of my knowledge. But we'll have a seat and just kind of see what they give him. Yeah, we just pretty much sit here. Can we do anything? I guess he just sits here and tells people what to do. Because, you can do power on. What did you give me if I do power on? Oh, so these do work.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride.
I guess where you can look at your targets and see what's going on. Keep track of statuses. Okay. So you do have something to do. You don't have any upper HUDs. Now you will have availability to have HUDs in your headset. I'm not wearing a helmet, so I'm not going to have them. Okay, up front here, you got a co-pilot seat and a pilot seat. I do believe you fly directly from the pilot seat. And we'll take a look at his seat. Maybe. Let me in. And here we go, the pilot seat. Oh yeah, he's got another one of these long dashes. Here, let's see if we can get power on. Enable VTOL, flight ready, engine on. Open exterior. I think we're already open. I'll do it anyway, just for the fun of it. But I don't see a power on. I see an engine on. But maybe I don't want my engine on. Yeah, this will also have to be played with to figure out what's going on over here. Because I don't have a power on switch for my console. Try to read these. Enable VTOL. That says something on. It doesn't seem to do anything. The power switch over here is flight ready. I really don't want to go flight ready because I think flight ready turns my engines on. And I don't really want my engines on right now. Not in the hangar. I'm not going anywhere. Alright, and then over here you've got the co-pilots. As we head back, and I think we might try to land the little fighter in here just for the fun of it. Just because I want to. So we're going to head on back. Now that we got all the doors open, it should make it pretty easy to get in and out. So that was when you press the door open from the front. Opens everything up. And how do I get out of here? I guess I gotta go downstairs. Should have thought of that and I didn't. I could have used a stairwell, but I'm right here. Let's go ahead and use the elevator. Yeah, and we can hop down here. And I think I left the Scorpius over here. I did. Now, Scorpius in the PTU, in the hangar, everything's a little flaky. But we're going to give this a try. Took me a little work to get it over here. Alright, I want to enter pilot seat. I hate this rolling thing. Drives me bonkers. Let me in. Oh, it did. Okay, sometimes, last time it just left me standing there. You don't know how long to stand there before you're ready to say, let me try again. Now, we need to go ahead and, where's my flight ready button in here? Let's get flight ready. There we go.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries.
Now we need
Enjoy
to
the
go
ride.
up a little bit.
System check. Take off.
Forward.
Complete.
I know. Because I had it jammed in there. Ooh. Probably should go to third person here so I can see what I'm doing. We're going to try to land her in here. You can tell I haven't flown in a long time. Boy, she's going to barely fit, isn't she? Oops. Probably could have done that better. Here, let's lift her up. Let's back her up just a little bit. Too much. God, this thing just wants to... I need like a 0 button to 0 everything out. Quit it. This is kind of touchy. I can't tell if I'm in or if I'm on the back. I think I'm on the back. Yeah, you're on the back. She barely fits, but she does fit. But that's a little tricky there. I need this thing to... Wow. Why does she want to float around? You're in a hangar. Like I said, my flight skills aren't everything they should be. I just land before I kill myself. I wonder if it would have been easier if I was in it. I don't know. Oh, I don't think so. Here, there's got to be a way to 0 this thing out. Quit jumping forward and backwards.
Landing complete.
Landing complete. Well, a very good landing.
Takeoff complete. Landing complete.
Wow. Why don't you try going straight down? Yeah, really good, huh? Got this covered. She may fit, but boy, she barely fits. And actually, I thought initially that the landing pad was going to rise up and be flush with the top of the ship, and then you would bring the landing pad down, but that doesn't seem to be the way it works. But she does fit, but we'll never get 2 of them in there. That's kind of another thing I was wondering before the ship came out, if we could get 2 of these in here, but nope, she's bigger than you think. So, but she does fit. She just needs a better pilot to put it in there than me. That's for sure. So, anyway, that's the back there on the upper left. That's the back missile turret. That's controlled from the bridge. Now you also have multiple point defense, automated point defense on this ship. I'm not sure where they all are. Hey, let's look. Thought I could see some of them up here, but... And I'm sure they are up here, and I'm sure I just can't spot them. Oh, heck, there's one right there behind the hangar. I'm blind as a bat, yeah. If you look right here behind the hangar, don't go all the way back from the missile. It's just right behind where the hangar goes in. There's one there. So, oh, something I do want to do. Before I decide, I want to see this hangar door close with the ship in here. Let me out. Probably should have turned power off before I got out, but anyway. I do kind of want to see, after my wonderful parking job there, I know, send me roses, get where this thing is, see how this thing will close with this in here. Because I did get this ship with the intention of it going with the Polaris, because I thought this hangar would be made for it, but I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't leaving you much room. I mean, mean, literally, it's just barely fitting in here. But like I said, I didn't want to see this closed with this in here. And look, it's all tore up. Did I do that? I didn't mean to. I might have, though, trying to land this beast. Let that be a lesson to everybody. Be a better pilot than me when you try to land a Scorpius in here. Tore that door up. But she fits. This is what the hangar is going to look like with a large fighter in it. Because the Scorpius is not a small fighter. I should have opened the wings and tried it. I just don't know if she'll fit in here with the wings open. So, but anyway, I think we've pretty much accomplished everything we wanted to accomplish. Let's go back in here. I wanted to try these stairways, these ladders. No, I don't want to try these ladders. Where are the ladders at? How do you get to the ladders? Are they back here? Nope. I don't know where the ladders are. Where are the ladders? Is this them? Ah, ladder, ladder, ladder. Is that a ladder? Yeah, that's a ladder. Hard to find the ladders when you don't know where they're at. But I did want to go down the ladder to the lower deck. As I fall to the ground. Ladders are a little buggy. How do I get out of here? Get me out of here. I can't figure out how to get out. That's going to be interesting. It doesn't do you any good to have a ladder you can't get out of. No, let me out of here. Goodness gracious. We'll never return. I think they need to work on our ladder animations and how they work. That was almost too much work. Anyway, this is the Polaris with a Scorpius parked in it. Oh, I probably shouldn't jump down there. But yeah, they need to work on those ladders. So, maybe I just don't know. Well, probably I just don't know what I'm doing, but they need to work on those ladders. Are you going to send me an elevator or not? Maybe the elevators don't work anymore. I don't know. I can't get out. Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. What does this one do? I think if this one works, it'll take me downstairs. Yeah, you can tell it's a PTU. Everything's a little goofy. We have shadows going up. The elevator's not even going down. Whoa. Now maybe I can get into the bottom and get out through the hangar. Be bad when you can't get out of your own ship. Yes, there we go. Them ladders are dangerous. These are the ladder rooms. You guys are dangerous. I ain't quite figured you out. Oh, you go straight back. That's probably where I was messing up. I was trying to turn. And we'll go on down here. Now for now, you open and close your ramps from these ramp access points outside here, which is crazy insane. Hopefully they'll fix that and they'll have little things up inside the ship that you press. There you can see where the docking port is. I'm confused. That's a docking port. What is this? I'm not even sure what that is. Yes, I'm confused. To figure out what that is. But anyway, we've been here for 54 minutes. That's long enough. If you got any questions, just leave a comment down below. My name's Sleepy, and this has been Sleepy Plays on the tour of the RSI Polaris. the newest and first capital ship in Star Citizen. Yeah, I've talked more in the last 55 minutes than I've talked in the last week. So everybody, you have a great day. Peace. This is Sleepy.